second problem that we're going to look at is deciding whether to discontinue a department. So there'll be two different assumptions that we'll make in this scenario. So in exercise 8-6, the first one, we're looking at a department store that has three different departments: men, women's, and accessories. And the assumption that we make here is that all these fixed costs are unavoidable. And what that means is they're the cost of renting the building and the utilities. And regardless of whether we get rid of one department, these costs will still exist. So we say that those are not relevant to our decision. So let's see how that works. So we can see here that we're doing fine in the men's department, the women's department, but this is where we have the problem in accessories. We see that there's a $15,000 loss. But the problem with just looking at the bottom line here is that these expenses, the $26,000, are going to happen no matter what. So we aren't going to avoid them by getting rid of this department. So we need to go up one, we can avoid these expenses, and then we see that this department is actually contributing $11,000 worth of profit overall. And if we got rid of this, we would lose $11,000 that we could have had otherwise. So the decision would be to keep all the departments in this scenario. So in the second situation, we have the same company here, but these fixed costs are something a little different. So these fixed costs are avoidable, and they relate directly to each department. So they end up being the salary of the department's manager and the cost of advertising directly relating to that department. So you can see how that would change this scenario, because if we did get rid of this department, we would get rid of that $26,000. So that is a relevant cost for our decision making. And if we got rid of this department, we would save $15,000 in that situation. And so it would be a good decision to close down the accessories department.